Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you a completed project that I have. I made this beautiful corner to corner baby blanket. I really like corner to corner blankets because they work up relatively quick and it's not a lot of pattern to follow. It's a very simple stitch, and I figured today I would show you how I made this particular blanket. To make a corner to corner blanket is pretty simple. You can use any size needle, any size yarn. You can make the blanket any size that you choose as well. You can also use this particular stitch not only to make blankets, but to make hats and scarves and various other projects. But to start it, it's very simple. You simply start with a chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You always will begin every row with a chain of 6. Then you double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You double crochet there, and then double crochet in the remaining chains. And there's your first cluster, the very first row basically. It will always consist of your chain and 3 double crochets. So for your second row, chain 6, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a chain 6, chain 6, then once again double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you double crochet there, and this is the beginning of your second row. So you would then turn your work, and in this chain 3 space here, you will slip stitch. And there you go. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Always begin with a chain 3, and then 3 double crochets in that slip stitch. There you go. So there's your first row, and this is your second row. So this is row 1, this is row 2. Your rows will always increase by 1 when you're increasing and decrease by 1. So for your third row, once again, just chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once again, double crochet in the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double crochet in that 4th chain, and then double crochet in the remaining chain. So you should always have 3 double crochets and a turning chain 3. So this is your chain 3 for your turning chain. That's where you would always slip stitch, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets, and then turn. And when you turn, just slip stitch into the chain 3 between the chain 3 space and your 3 double crochets. You slip stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets, and then slip stitch in that final in the final space. Chain 3, and 3 double crochets. So that's row 1 has 1 cluster, row 2 has 2 clusters, row 3 has 3. So that's your first row with 1, your second row with 2, and 1, 2, 3 in your third row. And it's, in essence, your blanket is building this way. So this is the side, and this is the bottom of the blanket. So let's continue. Once again, chain 6, double crochet in the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 more double crochets, and turn your work. Once again, it's just a repeat. Just repeat. And so slip stitch, chain 3, then 3 double crochets, slip stitch, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets. That's 1, and 3. And we're nearing the end of the row now. So we're going to slip stitch in this final one. Once again, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets. And because we're beginning a new row, you chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fourth chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And turn. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's how you start to build your corner to corner blanket. So as you add rows, the blanket will continue to grow. It will grow taller and wider until you've reached your desired size. So once you get your blanket as wide as you want it to be, as large as you want it to be, then you will start to decrease. And I will show you how to begin the decrease. Okay, you can do it one of two ways. You can either chain 3 instead of 6, because we're no longer building, we're decreasing now. So chain 3, turn your work, slip stitch into that next row, chain 3, and continue on as before. Chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then slip stitch into the next stitch and continue. Slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then slip stitch into that final stitch. So you have one block, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in our final stitch. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks because we are starting our decrease. And if you prefer not to have chain 3s on the edge of your row, just drop the yarn towards the back of your work and slip stitch your way across. So you can slip stitch into these 3, to your 3 stitches, and then slip stitch into your final turning chain. And once again, begin as normal. Chain 3 and 3 double crochets. And here we are at the end of our row. So now we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 1, 2, 3 because we're okay. So now we have 1, 2, 3 stitches. We're gonna turn our work. My preference is to slip stitch back, just because it kind of matches with this on this side. So you have your chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3. So I just pretty much follow that and go back. So I'm going to slip stitch my way to the end, to the beginning. I'm going to slip stitch my way to the beginning of this row, slip stitch into that chain 3 space, and chain 3. And now I'm going to add 3 double crochets, slip stitch, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then slip stitch into the final space. Now we have 2, and turn our work. Once again, you can either chain 3 or slip stitch your way back. Slip stitch into this final space, chain 3, and then add your 3 double crochets. And slip stitch into the final. So that's it. That's how you make a corner to corner blanket. So this was our first, this is where we began and we ended here. So you worked your way from this corner, working back and forth until you made it to your final corner. And you can use this particular stitch to make a blanket of any size, and it gives it a very nice textured look as well. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.